Thank you, worship team. So I think by this time you might know what's the theme. Let your light shine. Just before we begin, I just wanted to take you to little memory lane. To how many of you remember when the power goes off in India? Summer, good. So even I'm so glad even Ashish that I always think like next generation they don't get to experience the power going off in our lives. When I was a kid, while I was watching very interesting sports or TV or something, and then when the game goes on really serious and then suddenly boom, power goes off. Do you all remember something like that? Yeah. So when the power goes off, the first thing what I see like lights goes off, and then first thing what my reaction is, let me go check outside if everybody got out. So the power goes off, and then sometimes some of those moments like when I'm doing homework, when my parents ask like to do homework and then power goes off, it's a good thing. When the TV comes on and then while everybody's watching, that's a bad thing. But the main thing is, when lights goes off, our life takes a pause. We wait for that light to come back. Our Bible speaks our normal language, our daily language. Actually, a year ago, I went to India. And then I was in a remote village. It's called Gudibandla. There were some tribal men and tribal women. It's called Ladakino Lambadis. So this is very remote, but they came to know Jesus. So I was at the church. They call it a church. It's a little shed. So they meet there every week, and then they pray, they worship, and they do the songs in their own language. So I saw an old woman, looked like she was very tribal, and then she was coming walking with the Bible, and then it was amazing to me. And then I said how, and then I asked the person next to me who was living in the same village, and I asked does she really read the Bible? Then he kind of smirked at me and laughed at me, saying, she doesn't really understand the Bible, she doesn't know how to read the Bible. And then I said how come? She's just carrying the Bible? Then I said, then the person said, yes, she carries the Bible because this is the significance, because the verse, she knows all the stories. She relates her life to the Bible so much. So that's how the Bible works. Even if you know entirely the word to word, or if you know even the sentence to sentence, but the significance of the word in the Bible is what it is, kind of connects to us. That's the theme, let your light shine. The light itself has been a very significance to us. How many of you know if there is a light 10 years ago, some kind of light shine in our life, daylight. 10 years ago, is there a light?
Yes.
And how about 100 years ago? How about 200 years ago? How about several centuries ago? How about when the creation started?
Yes.
Amen. So the light has been significant throughout our generations, and still it is relevant in this new century. No matter what kind of generation, we are just one generation older than our kids, but throughout this generation, the light has been significant in our lives. During this time, whenever in the night, in the darkness comes, my daughter says like, Dad, I'm so scared. I don't want her to go in the darkness. Please, can you come along with me? Even to go to the downstairs, even to go to the next room. She's like, Dad, can you please be with me? So there is a difference between the darkness and the light. Always there is a darkness for us to create that uncertainty. When I'm talking about when the power goes off, we don't know when it's gonna come. Like if you drop a coin or you don't know how to find. There is that uncertainty. That uncertainty creates so many havocs in our life. Uncertainty creates fear. Uncertainty creates weak. Uncertainty creates what's going to be the next. In our lives, in our current lives, there could be a joblessness or visa situation. What's going to happen tomorrow? There's going to be a promotion or there's going to be a raise or there's going to be anything that is not known. But the certain thing is what it is, the light. The more significance, the more perspectiveness. What I talk literally, when there is no light, we can't see. But in the perspectiveness, when there is no light, that's where we need that kind of lightness. Then we can see. Just a few weeks ago, Rajesh Brother was talking about we need to have a vision. To know the vision, we need to have that kind of a brightness in our life. So we see clearly our vision. We can't really see that vision without that light. So with that light, when we walk in that kind of light, that's where we know where we're going. That's where we know what we're doing. So I just wanted to give this brief intro about this theme. I don't want to take the whole of the sermon. I want have our brother to give a message and his sharing about how we can walk in the light. When we have that light, then we can walk. I invite Brother Joseph. Little bit brief, maybe if you want to